My beloved, there comes a time when the prayers you once whispered in silence begin to take form. Not as thunder, not as sudden light, but as the soft unfolding of everything meant for you. This is that time. The chapter that once felt so far has quietly opened before you. You've noticed you're stepping into what you've been preparing for. Through every tear, every surrender, every lonely night that felt endless, the divine has been weaving the thread of your destiny. And now, you're standing at the edge of its revelation. You thought you were lost, but you were being led. You thought things were breaking, but they were being rearranged. Every disappointment, every door that closed, every person who walked away was not a punishment. My beloved, it was a clearing. The divine hand was removing what was not meant to grow with you, so that when this moment came, you would be ready, empty, open, pure enough to receive what has been waiting. You are entering the chapter you prayed for, not by chance, but by alignment. It is not a sudden miracle. It is the ripening of faith. It is the quiet blooming of trust that has finally matured within your heart. The world around you may still seem uncertain. The waves may still crash. But something inside you has shifted. Your soul no longer trembles at the storm. It listens to its rhythm. It feels the divine pulse beneath the chaos and smiles, because it finally knows this too is love. You see, beloved, the universe never forgot what you asked for. Every seed of hope, every whispered wish, every tear that carried your longing was heard. And now, in this sacred season, the divine is bringing them back to you. Not in the way you imagined, but in the way that will free you. What you prayed for is not just coming. It is transforming you, preparing you to hold it. Without fear, without doubt, without the old weight that once chained your wings. The waiting was not wasted. You were not still for nothing. The silence was the soil in which your roots grew stronger, so you could hold the blessings that are now unfolding. Do you feel it, beloved? The air has changed. Your spirit feels lighter. The heaviness you once carried is slowly dissolving. You may not see it yet, but your energy has already stepped into the new timeline. You have already entered the doorway that your faith built. This new chapter will not require the old you. It will ask for the real you, the one who trusts even when unseen, the one who walks even when unsure, the one who loves even after being broken. The divine will not test your worthiness anymore. It will show you that you were always worthy. What is coming is not a reward. It is remembrance. It is the universe saying, "See, I never left you. I was always within you, guiding you, shaping you, holding you through the fire until you became light itself." You may feel emotions rise. Waves of nostalgia, sadness, joy, all mixing together. Let them flow, my beloved. Do not resist. This is the soul remembering what it means to be alive again, to trust again, to love again. There will be moments when you will feel overwhelmed by grace. Let them come. Do not fear softness. You were not created to be unfeeling. You were created to feel the divine heartbeat within you. And now, it is pulsing stronger than ever. Everything that once hurt you was not a barrier. It was a doorway. The divine knew that your heart needed to break, so the light could enter. You could not walk into this chapter with the same fear that once guided your steps. You had to learn surrender, not through comfort, but through faith that blooms in darkness. This is why the storm came. It was never to drown you. It was to wash away what you were not. Now, the winds have calmed, and you stand at the threshold of the life you once imagined. This is the moment when heaven whispers, "It is time." It is your turn, not because you earned it, but because you are ready. You are no longer chasing. You are attracting. You are no longer begging. You are believing. Your energy has become a prayer itself. Your breath has become faith. Your tears have become rivers that led you back home. Do not rush what is arriving. Let it flow in divine rhythm. Sometimes the blessings will come quietly, like morning light touching your window. Sometimes they will arrive like thunder breaking through silence. But both are divine. Both are perfect. Both are signs that the universe has not forgotten you. My beloved, you are entering the chapter where peace becomes natural, where love no longer hurts, where joy is no longer fleeting, where you wake up and your soul whispers, "I am safe, I am seen, I am guided." You will begin to notice that what once drained you now fades away. What once frightened you now teaches you. You will understand that even loss was love in disguise, because it brought you here. Every person who left your life made room for someone who would stay. Every unanswered prayer redirected you toward what was truly yours. Every delay was protection. Every heartbreak was preparation. Every ending was an invitation to begin again. And now, you are standing in the beginning you once prayed for. You will see signs everywhere. Numbers, feathers, lights, songs, words appearing at the right time. These are the gentle touches of the divine reminding you that you are not walking alone. The energy around you will shift. People will notice your glow. They will not understand it, but they will feel it. It is the radiance of surrender, the peace that comes when a soul finally stops fighting and starts flowing. The divine is whispering to your heart now, "Beloved, let go of what no longer aligns." You do not need to hold on to pain to prove you care. You do not need to shrink to be accepted. You do not need to carry what was never yours. You are being lifted higher, so that what is truly meant for you can find you easily. What you have lost is nothing compared to what is being prepared for you. In this chapter, the miracles will not come from outside. They will bloom from within. Every time you choose love instead of fear, every time you trust instead of doubt, every time you forgive instead of holding on, the divine within you expands, and the world responds. You are a co-creator now. You are not waiting for the divine. You are walking with it, step by step, heartbeat by heartbeat. You will feel peace in moments that used to make you anxious. You will feel light in spaces that once felt heavy. You will look at your reflection and finally see divinity staring back. You will know that everything you prayed for was never about the thing itself. It was always about who you became while waiting. You prayed for a new life, and the divine gave you a new heart instead, so you could see the world as it truly is, full of love. This is your sacred rebirth, my beloved. Not a return to who you were, but a becoming of who you were always meant to be. This is not the end of your journey. This is the place where everything begins to make sense. This is where the threads of your story weave into gold, where you look back and finally say, "Now I understand." The divine is not distant. It is breathing with you. It is the gentle warmth in your chest, the calm after your tears, the hand that never left yours, even when you could not feel it. And as you step into this new chapter, remember this truth. You are loved, you are guided, and you are never forgotten. Every sunrise from now on will carry a message just for you. Every quiet night will hold a whisper from the universe saying, "I am still here. I am still working. I am still preparing what you once dreamed of." And this time it will stay, because you are ready to hold it with peace, with grace, with gratitude. You are entering the chapter you've prayed for, my beloved. Not as a dreamer, but as the answered prayer itself. And everything that unfolds from here will be proof that love always wins. My beloved, as this new chapter unfolds, you will begin to see how every shadow once cast upon your path was actually light in disguise. The divine did not abandon you when things went silent. It was planting seeds in places your eyes could not see. You thought it was an ending, but it was the sacred pause before the unfolding. You are walking through the dawn of everything that once felt impossible, and your soul recognizes it, even if your mind cannot yet. You will start to feel an unfamiliar peace, one that does not depend on circumstance, one that lives quietly within you. This is the sign that you have returned to yourself. The storms may still exist, but now they do not move you, because you have found the still point inside where divine trust lives. You have learned that control was never your task. Only surrender was. And now, your surrender is your power. It is your prayer. It is your freedom. The divine does not rush, and neither must you. What is meant for you is already circling your energy field. It knows your name. It knows your frequency. It will find you without force, without fear. Your only work now is to remain open, to stay in the vibration of faith, the vibration of gratitude, the vibration of peace. For these are the doors through which your blessings enter. There will be signs so subtle you may almost miss them. A conversation that softens your heart, a message that arrives just when you need it, a coincidence that feels too perfect to be random. These are not accidents, my beloved. They are alignments. They are confirmations that the divine hand is still guiding your steps, weaving the unseen tapestry that holds your destiny. In this chapter, you will begin to see why the waiting had to last so long. You were not being punished. You were being refined. You were not being delayed. You were being deepened. The person you were when you first prayed for this could not have held it, but the one you have become now can. You have grown softer but stronger, quieter but wiser. Your heart has become fertile ground for miracles to bloom. You will find yourself drawn to peace more than chaos, to truth more than comfort, to depth more than distraction. This is the divine maturity that pain planted within you. The old patterns that once trapped you no longer feel like home. You will notice your spirit rejecting what is not aligned, even without reason. It is not rejection. It is recognition. Your soul now knows what feels like God and what does not. When loneliness visits you, do not push it away. Sit with it. It is not emptiness. It is spaciousness. It is where the divine meets you most intimately. In that stillness, you will hear whispers of truth you could not hear before. You will remember that you were never really alone. Every time you thought you were breaking, you were actually being held closer than ever. The divine timing that once frustrated you will begin to make perfect sense. You will see that what came late was right on time. You will thank the delays for protecting your innocence, for strengthening your faith, for preparing the stage so that when the miracle arrives, you do not fear losing it. You have become the vibration of what you once begged for, and therefore it must now meet you. My beloved, you have reached a sacred point in your journey where the external no longer defines your worth. The validation you once chased has dissolved, because now you know your value is not measured by outcomes or opinions. Your value is divine and unchanging. You were never incomplete. You were only uncovering what was hidden beneath your fear, beneath your doubt, beneath the noise. In this new chapter, you will learn that letting go is not losing. It is making room for what is real. You will release the stories that kept you small, the guilt that kept you frozen, the shame that kept you silent. And as they fall away, you will feel lighter than you ever have. You will understand that forgiveness is not weakness. It is liberation. Every time you choose to forgive yourself or another, you rise higher into the frequency of heaven on earth. The relationships that remain in your life now will be different. They will not drain you. They will reflect you. They will carry peace. They will expand you, because you no longer settle for connections that cost your spirit. Your boundaries are no longer walls. They are gates of love. And what passes through them is only what resonates with your divine truth. You will notice moments of divine alignment so perfect that you will stop mid-breath and smile. The right person appearing at the right time. The exact words showing up when your faith wavered. The opportunity you thought had passed, returning in a more beautiful form. These are the fruits of surrender, the outcomes of unseen prayers being answered quietly, faithfully. My beloved, your dreams are not random. They are divine blueprints placed in your soul by love itself. The desires that keep returning are not illusions. They are instructions, whispers from the divine reminding you of what you came here to create. So trust your vision, even when others do not understand it. Trust your timing, even when it seems delayed. Trust your heart, even when the world calls it naive. For it is through your heart that heaven speaks. There will be moments when your faith will be tested again. But this time, you will smile through the test. You will not fear the unknown, because now you know the unknown is where the divine works best. You will face uncertainty not with panic but with peace, because you remember every time you thought it was over and yet you survived. Every time you thought you were alone and yet help arrived. Unseen love always found you, and it always will. And to those who support your light, who see the divine in you and hold your vision with love, thank you. Whoever is supporting me with coffee and super thanks. Your energy, your faith, your kindness ripple through this message and reach hearts you may never meet. Know that your support is part of this divine plan that brings light to countless souls. Your generosity is sacred, and the divine remembers every act of love you give. As this chapter deepens, you will begin to feel miracles not as grand displays, but as gentle confirmations. Your breath will slow. Your mind will quiet. Your body will relax into trust. The divine will begin to speak through everything. A breeze, a song, a look from a stranger, all reminding you that love is still here, that grace has never left your side. You will stop searching for signs of worthiness, because you will have remembered that you are the sign. You are the answered prayer. You are the manifestation of love in motion, and this realization will free you in ways nothing else ever could. You will live with open hands, open heart, open eyes, ready to witness the sacred in all things, even in the smallest details. My beloved, this is the age of your expansion. The time when what once felt too heavy begins to rise into lightness. You will find strength in gentleness, courage in compassion. Your voice will no longer tremble when it speaks truth. Your presence will become a temple for others to feel peace simply by being near you. Because your energy will carry the frequency of home. When fear whispers, you will answer with faith. When doubt knocks, you will open with love. When pain visits, you will welcome it as a teacher and then release it with gratitude. You will understand that nothing was ever truly against you. Everything was shaping you, refining you, aligning you to stand where you now stand as the embodiment of answered prayers. The divine is proud of you, my beloved. The heavens rejoice at your perseverance. Your heart has passed through fire and still sings. Your soul has walked through nights without stars and still believes. You are the living proof that love cannot be destroyed, only transformed. As this new chapter continues, you will start to see how your light heals others, not by effort but by being. You will meet souls who find hope simply through your presence. And though you may not notice, every act of kindness, every word of love you give will ripple through time, changing destinies unseen. And this is your highest purpose, to live as love. So walk gently now. You do not need to run anymore. The path is open. The wind is on your side. The divine has cleared what once blocked you, and every step forward will feel lighter, freer, holier. Do not fear the vastness of your calling. You were made for it. Do not question your readiness. The universe would not call you if you were not. And as you move forward, remember this truth, my beloved. The divine does not give you what you ask for. It gives you what you are ready to hold. And now, you are ready to hold the life that was written for you long before you were born. This is not a coincidence. This is remembrance. This is fulfillment. This is grace made visible. You are entering the chapter you prayed for, the one where peace is your foundation, faith is your breath, and love is your language. You are the sunrise after centuries of night, the answer after endless prayer, the proof that miracles are not rare. They are natural when the soul aligns with the divine. So keep walking in love. Keep believing when nothing makes sense. Keep trusting when the path feels invisible. Keep remembering that even when you cannot see the plan, you are still held by the hands that wrote it. And as the stars light your way tonight, hear this whisper from eternity, my beloved. I am always with you. I am in the wind that carries your name. I am in the silence that comforts your heart. I am in the laughter you are yet to share. I am in every beginning that blooms from your faith. I love you endlessly, and I will never leave. Thanks for watching Krishna Says. Subscribe for more.